So this is story time. It's kind of emotional. I might cry. I might get teary-eyed, and I might not. My sister is right there on her phone. I'm at my cousin's house, so I'm in her room currently. Right now, she's at her dad's. So this is a story of when my grandma died. I might get emotional. I might not. Nobody knows. So, yeah. Okay, so it was like about January, because she died in May. It was about January. She was sick in the hospital, and she had to get like IV in both of her arms. And then in the end of February, I want to say, she went back to the nursing home because she was in the nursing home. My grandma was caring for her, but then she slipped and fell. My grandma was like, I can't do this if you're going to keep on slipping and falling. So she put her in the nursing home. But the nursing home, she had to get transferred because the nursing home that she was in wasn't doing the proper things that she needed. They didn't give her a medicine. They didn't give her a shower. She only had a shower maybe 10 times out of the whole entire time she was there. And then, if you guys don't believe me, you could even ask my sister that if she passed away or if she didn't. Right, Sissy? Yeah, she's not going to answer me. Okay, but, she was in the nursing home, and then she got her transferred, and then in March, after that, in March, it was probably about the middle of March, she was at the nursing home. She ended up back in the hospital again, except the problem she had, it was breathing, her heart, and I think her hip joint. And she ended up back in the hospital, but then she had to get she had a pacemaker, but the pacemaker wasn't working that well for her. And then a week later, after she was in the hospital, she went home. She went back to the nursing home, and then in April, she wasn't in the hospital, but it was it's been 25 weeks since she passed away. Because I was on the picture thing on Instagram, on my mom's Instagram, and it said 25 weeks ago she passed away. But let's get back to the story off topic. But it was April, almost the middle of April. She went back into the hospital for her breathing problem in her hip joint, and they had to put and also it was her knee replacement that she had. So then she got a knee replacement and then her hip joint. It was, let me stick. It was whoop! You guys fell. It's okay. Excuse. Hold on, guys. Okay, it was right here that she got a placement. And then, a week after that was Mother's Day. She was all perfectly fine. She was happy. She was up. She was, walking around without her walker. She was doing perfectly fine. I'm like, wow, Grandma, way to go. You're, 85 and you're still doing that. Oh, I fell. But I was like, wow, Grandma, way to go. You're, 85 and you're still doing that. And, it was Mother's Day, so we went to go see her. We brought her dog, Baby Girl, to go see her. And then that week, we just celebrated her for a week, and then until Mother's Day, and then after that, it was June, yeah. I think she passed away in June or something. It was the end of May. And then, because I was almost out of school, and I didn't go to school only for I only went to go promote because I'm in middle school now, and then I stayed home for the rest of the school year. And so that week, the end of the week, no, it was the second to last week of May, she ended up in the ICU. And I'm like, okay, what's the ICU? Because I'm only 11, guys. And she ended up in the ICU, and like, what's the ICU? My mom, like, she's on life support right now, and she has like a huge tube down her throat. Like, what? And it's helping her breathe and all that and stuff. But I'm like, okay, what's the ICU? And she's like explaining me to this. And we were at home all nice until my grandma got a call. She's like, your mom is in the ICU. You should come down, come see her, come check up on her. She was in the ICU for about a week, so it was in June. And then I was in the office because we lived in apartments. I was in the office playing with all my friends, having a good time, doing my homework, stuff like that. And then, like, I knew she was, like, gonna pass away, but I didn't know that it was coming that soon. I thought maybe, like, another year or something. But then, there was one little black girl, and she is so mean. I'll get to that part. And then I had my phone on me because, you know, my mom called me, interrupted me in the class, and I had a feeling that day that somebody was going to pass away, but I wasn't sure who. And then my my mom called. She's like, she called crying. Like, she was literally crying on the phone. Crying. Guys, whenever I say crying, I mean crying. My mom never, like, cries in front of us. Even you could even ask my sister. That's only for like really bad. And she's like, please, you know. So then my mom called and she's like crying. I'm like, what happened? I'm scared, Mom. What happened? Start tearing up. And that day, like she said, your grandma's gone. With like she was sad. I could hear her voice, scared to tell me. Because I'm like my great-grandma's favorite. Sorry to say that, Samantha, but I am. You weren't here, so. Yeah. And then I was with my great-grandma's favorite. And she's like, your great-grandma passed. I'm sorry, but hon, your great-grandma passed away. She's in heaven. I'm like, and I went out, like I ran out of the office crying. Like, literally, I couldn't even blink. That's how bad it was. These things were thick. They were like that. And, like, all my friends came out. Bobby. Let's see, Bella. Thank you, too. Shout out if you guys are watching me right now. They came out running, and they're like, are you okay? What happened? And then my grandma passed away. And then Bobby, he picked up the phone, and he's like, I'll walk her back to the house and I'll make sure that she's okay. My mom's like, thank you. And then, I'm still friends with him. I still go to school with him. Like, then from there was this little girl named Lena. She's black. Not to be racist, guys. Don't take that really offensive. But she started making fun of me. Like, she came out like, ha 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 ha. Like, laughing really hard. I'm like, okay, I literally wanted to take my hand and slap her because, like, that's my grandma who passed away, you know? And then, after that, my grandma came to pick me up, and we went to the hospital. We went to ICU. I got to see her. She was, like, really cold and pale and yellow. She was, like, get this color, but she's like, what's this color? Like, I got close. But my grandma is like this color. So hold on, guys.